Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Patience and I decided to come at you guys with a little new one. So in this one I wanted to play Space Engineers, the first release, and I just wanted to share this experience with you guys just a little bit, just so that you get an understanding of why I have not bought the second game yet. Now, one of the main reasons why I haven't bought the second one yet is simply for the fact that I'm sick and tired of buying hot releases in alpha mode, because obviously being a investor in the Star Citizen franchise, I've learned a little few lessons here and there about purchasing full price for something that has not really been released yet, because devs obviously are able to take full advantage of the income that they get off of gamers that are highly anxious from the promises that a lot of these devs give off. And when we purchase, obviously then they begin to kind of delay in how they kind of formulate or structure themselves from their dev logs, and they kind of turn into like this kind of free flow kind of mode, and gamers are trying to keep up with their fluctuations. So that's why I went back to Space Engineers 1, and in this one, as you can see, what I'm doing here is getting used to everything. I just found myself a pot of land, iron, and I just logged it into my diaries. From here, what I want to do is begin building things upwards. So what I want to do in this one is kind of relay what is it that we exactly do on Space Engineers and what do we expect from Space Engineers 2, because so far everything that I've seen in Space Engineers 2 I've already done in Space Engineers 1, so what's the growth? Everything here you're seeing, I can come down here, I can start drilling, and the point is I'm going to bring all my goodies back up. I'm going to store my goodies into my cargo container, and then I'm going to try and build a few things out. Now, the machine that you saw me standing by, which was a vehicle, right at the beginning, and as I come up you're going to see it to my left, which I've obviously stripped it bare from a lot of its goodies. I'm going to use this to help flush things out, and then I'm going to kind of convert that vehicle, this one here, into a flying vehicle or flying mechanism at some stage or another. So as you can see, there's weather dynamics now, which is affecting my character, but I'm going to release each of these videos out in their unit stages, but I was trying to make a point out of this one. So the weather obviously affects us now. You'll see debris flying around, so that's why I was losing a lot of my energy. So this vehicle I'm going to turn to a flying vessel. I'm going to flush out, I'm going to kind of flesh out my building rig. As you can see, I now have 2 fans as to the one, or windmills, and I'm going to start kind of turning this little hub system into like a little kind of a base, just a like a random base. So when I go out and do my escapades, I've always got somewhere I can come back to if I ever find myself in a pickle. And that's the main purpose of this little hub spot that I'm building out here. So there's no real other importance to it. As you can see, around me is complete desert plains. That instrument that I just went flying to was something that fell out of the sky, and usually they have little I guess you could say bits and bobs for gamers to collect, so that you can help build or help with these items to build your base, or whatever it is that you're trying to focus on. And all these little bits and bobs actually do help. So as you can see, I'm at the stage where I want to build my base out. This flying mechanism, what I want to do with that is I want to turn it into a welding ship, so it will help me weld up my base just that little bit quicker, because I'm playing on realistic mode here. So as you can see, I'm putting more energy to my base because there's a lot of things on my base, and these things obviously absorb a lot of energy. Now when I come onto this title, the first thing that I'm thinking about is maybe I've left Earth and I found a planet, and I want to kind of get things up and running for a civilization that I hope to bring to this world at some stage or another. Now I can run around with my helmet off, so that's a good thing. I'm able to maneuver. Gravity is relatively similar to Earth, so that's another good thing, of course. There's ice on this planet, which is good. We're able to generate energy quite normally. Everything's functional, etc., etc., etc. So here I'm going to create me a flying vessel, which is able to use thrusters that we use here on Earth today, again, which is beautiful. And the weather patterns are generally neat as well. I don't need any kind of satellite systems to tell me this like how we do it in the real world here. I can just look about me and see it's a nice day when the storm strikes. And then it strikes again, I can say, yes, there's nothing out of the ordinary. I'm able to keep up with my day-to-day routines without any cares or worries. And I think that's genuinely good. So here, what I'm doing is fleshing out my ship, getting it ready for build, as you can see, which is actually fun. Stuff that I've seen my gamers doing over there. In SpaceEngineers 2 as well, which is obviously pretty darn fun. So I'm going to leave you guys with this bit here a little bit. I'm going to get back and start talking with you in just a moment. So here what you can see, that would be the conveyor system. The conveyor system's one of those items that help you move objects from one place to another with no tax at all. So I think that's actually very great intuitive engineering, not just of gamers but of the developers themselves, and I'm glad to see that that component in the second game as well, which I really do hope that I will be able to get my hands onto the second game, but I want to see a lot more from it before I go running and investing myself into, you know, that title, because I'll never make that mistake again, guys. So as you can see now, I'm putting the battery, which will be the power to my my flying vessel. Which shall be awesome once things get up and running. I can't wait to show you guys that part. Obviously, I manually go down and I drill, and I receive my ores, and then I manually convert these ores into ignots. And then from there I turn the ignots into components, and then I take those components and I build whatever it is I want to build, and that's what makes this title just that darn great, guys. I can spend hours on this darn title without any care in the world. Before I know it, I've got like 5 hours that's just flown right past me, and so that's something that I really do like. It's pretty darn tranquil as well. The only problem that I personally have with it is that once I've done built my campus or my base, and I've done built the spaceship, and I've got all the ores, igneous ores. Once I've got all the ores that I need, I tend to find then that everything kind of slows down and I get bored. So as you can see here, what I've done is I've got in my ship, I'm going to lift it off so I can complete building the darn thing. So this is my own signature ship, guys. I built this from the ground up, essentially. You could kind of say that the only thing that Keen gave me literally was just the cockpit. Everything else I ate away, and I decided to convert into my own unique vessel. Someone else could have created the exact same thing, but it would look entirely different. It's almost like a game with a story mode, but no one's story plays exactly the same, which I think is beautiful, guys. And that's why you'll see me still on this darn title, because usually I'll say it's out of date now, there's a second version, I'm gonna jump straight on it. But this one, it still has its unique print on me, and I'm not trying to ditch it anytime soon, especially not to go to number 2, which is kind of starting again. I feel like because I've seen a lot of original gamers from this version gone over to Space Engineers 2, and they're doing the economy stuff, and everything just looks like a redouble of everything we've done here, but you're starting from the ground up, again, which to me just does not make sense, because we've already done this, so there's no surprise here, guys. I want to see what I have not seen. This is what I'm trying to buy into. I'm not trying to buy into what I've already done. Well, no. So as you can see here, I'm showcasing my Dawn ship. What I did find fascinating was, even though this is a dust storm, my windmills are actually picking up speed. I thought that was brilliant as well, because usually, they mess that up. Here I showcase my base. Obviously completed my base. The sandstorm is not brewing outside. You can see my windmill there. I've got the lighting going on. Everything's looking good. I haven't put any beds or any food stations or docking points in here, simply because this is just a base. Maybe I'll get back to it in the future, but players can come here, top up on anything that they need if they find themselves in a pickle, etc, etc, etc. And as you can see, this is looking pretty darn great. You can even grind up new ores and etc. This is where it leads to, guys. After I've done all of this engineering, I've made a settlement, terraformed a little bit, and I've allowed the weathers to take its toll, using my futuristic tools, and I've decided to create a settlement here. I've called for my civilization to come over, and here they are. I've created a city within Space Engineers 2, within Space Engineers. Now tell me that would not be great. This is what I do expect from Space Engineers 2, guys. Not just to sit down and do exactly what I've done in Space Engineers 1, but we're taking this now to a new level. Actually trying to bring a civilization over into the new world, and then cultivate for them and cultivate them. So we actually try to grow farms and animals, breed animals, feed ourselves, create exchanges like a real economy where you're buying and selling. We have shops, etc. We go to the moon. We upgrade our technology by drilling for better ores, and etc, etc, etc. So this is what I really do expect. Obviously what we're seeing on screen here is City Skylines 2, guys, which I bought for £9. I didn't buy it for the full price, because if you ask me, that's a hell of a no-go once again, and £9 was actually too much an asking price. But I only did it so I could kind of showcase this bit off a little bit, so that we could get a final understanding of exactly what it is ISB is talking about, guys. Taking that into consideration, there are still some other titles I want to get my hands on too, if I have not told you guys already, but I'm going to leave you guys with the video shot for a little bit. It's your boy Patience. I hope you like what you be Susan and Hurst, and if you did, you leave those thumbs and those likes and those comments down below. And if you have any queries, guys,